Hi, Maddie here. I cannot find a, I haven't done them in so long, I forgot what they're called. A, karaoke type, like the background music. I don't know what's wrong with me, I'm not wasted. I just woke up and I can't remember. But anyway, I was driving back in my broken down car, which is fun. It's like I'm a mailman. Like whenever somebody's behind me, because I'm going so slow, I had to put on my flashers and just wave them around. You can't see me waving. Wave them around, and so I don't know, but I usually get to only listen to like 2 songs max on my way home, and so I got to listen to like 5 or more. Probably more. It takes me like 3 times as long to get home because I can only go 30 to 35 miles per hour maybe. But anyway, I heard the song I had on my music list called Valerie, and I just felt like singing it. I wish I could find music for it because the music is kind of what makes it, but I don't know. Let's just see. Let's see if it sounds good a cappella. I forgot that word too, which, jeez, never mind. Let me shut up. Alright. I got an old Smith's record, and I put it on endlessly to mourn a lethal fascination of a girl named Valerie. She got a XXX rating, and maybe someday she'd have married me. But she was born to keep me waiting. Her name was Valerie. With a little more time, I was thinking we could have worked my hooks into you. Over a recent complication, I came to find that she'd tired of me. She wrote the book of Revelations. Her name was Valerie. And with a little more time, I was thinking we could have worked my life around you. With a little more time. Woo! Her name was Valerie. Her name was Valerie. Her name was Valerie. Oh, her name was Valerie. And that's it. So it's this very small song, but I kind of love it. And if you could hear the background music, I can't find one. But anyway, it was by Ghost of the Robot. So it's called Valerie by Ghost of the Robot. And it's not at all I sang it in the car, but I just do what I want. And anyway, I don't know. It's just a very fun song to sing. I'm trying to see if I can find. I still can't find. No, I'm not going to be able to. But anyway. Life lately. I usually have dreams like every night, and I've been very, had a lot of anxiety going on. Stuff keeps going wrong. I don't know what's wrong with this kitten I found. It's still sick. I've taken it to the vet twice, or going on 3 times here as soon as I get to its appointment, and I just don't, if it has what everybody keeps saying it does, which is feline herpes, then I'll have to get rid of her, because I want her to have a home where she's not locked up alone. My cat is older, and I'm not going to risk him getting something like that, you know, and I'm also not going to keep her locked up in a room where she only gets played with and can be with her people. Maybe I can even find her a home where the other cats have it, you know? Maybe somebody only has cats that have it, but she'll have a much better life. but still, I will cry, and I will, I mean, I've saved her. I picked her up off the highway. She was pretty much like dying. After I fed her, I thought she died several times, and I watched over her, and one night, a few nights actually, I slept in there, even though I have to surgically, like, cleanse myself afterwards. So going in there 3 times a day is hard, because as soon as I come out of the room, I have my cat trying to smell around, and I know, like, the virus, it says on a dry surface, it'll die within, like, 10 minutes, but still, like, the bottoms of my feet, like, are probably somewhat sweaty or small amount of moisture. So even if I step out of the room and step onto the floor, I'm leaving moisture, and my cat immediately goes up and tries to smell it where I was standing, and I have to, like, it's very hard. So I don't want to keep her locked away in a room. And I've tried everything. I got her a humidifier. She's been on multiple rounds of antibiotics. She's on something called Viralis. She has eye drops, nose drops. And I was thinking of ordering this congestion medicine online. But I was thinking lately, nobody has taken the time to check, because it seems like it's only in her nose, that because of the way I found her, skinny, like, it took her to the vet the first time, and she weighed 1.5 pounds at, like, 16 or more weeks old. And so I was thinking maybe somebody kicked her in the face. Could have even been when they threw her out of a car, maybe she broke her nose. And feeling around, I can't feel much. I mean, one time I thought I felt something, but I don't know if it's just my brain, it's trying to say that. And she's turned into such a sweet cat. She used to be afraid of people, and she walks on a harness now. She's so sweet. And I named her Zero, and because she looks like she has, like, little exclamation points all over her. She's white, and I have videos of her on here you can go look at. When I first found her, even the video of when I first found her, I look back and I'm like, I can't even believe she was moving so much when I first found her. I guess from adrenaline or whatever. But as soon as I got her to my house, she just laid down and couldn't really move. She was just too tired, or, she was skin and bones. And now she's pretty much up to the weight within, like, it's been only a month, maybe, that I've had her. And she's almost up to the weight that she should be. So, and man, she loves to play. Like, I just love her. But, I just want to figure out what's wrong with her. And I'm hoping I will today. Sorry for this weird light. I don't know, my light's shining through my window right there. I'm blind myself. Whoa! I got superpowers for a second. My bad. I blinded myself, and then I, like, shot it into the camera. Sorry. But anyway, I don't know, and then with all my car stuff going on, I was just super depressed. So I was having, like, dreams every night, and I love my dreams. I was starting to, like, lucid dream and do all kinds of cool stuff, and then I stopped having them. And then I finally got taxes, which I was on, like, a payment plan, and I had to pay thousands because I missed it for a month, and to avoid, being sold. And so I finally got that paid off yesterday, and I got to see my dad finally, because where he is, they wouldn't let visitors come in, and they finally yesterday allowed him to have visitors come in. I got to see him on his birthday, nonetheless. Oh, the day after his birthday, but he didn't even think it was his birthday. But he's so cute, and I don't know. I was super happy. I got to see my sister over the weekend. Haven't seen her in a long time. And I don't know. I finally had dreams last night, and it was super crazy. Like, it was like something, if I have really crazy dreams, maybe I'll tell you guys if you want to hear them. But if I start having them again, I have them like every single night. And a lot of them are very morbid and kind of like horrible, but I still love them because they're exciting. And but anyway, so last night's was a it started out like a wedding on like a it was like this guy and this woman getting married, and it was in the future or in space. It was definitely in space on some kind of huge spaceship type deal where the rooms can be changed like holographically, but they can also like they were changing the room to be the surface of different planets. One time it was the surface of a sun, but the holographics could actually even be hardened, you know, like it could actually change the room. I don't know how to describe it. But they were having a scavenger hunt, and all the guests were divided into boys and girls, men and women, and you know, they all seemed to be around my age, as were like the bride and the groom, who seemed very wealthy and separated from everyone. So I don't know, it's probably one of my weird dystopian world dreams. But so it went like this, like it's their wedding, and I thought at first I felt like I was there by choice, but then I realized I wasn't. And to celebrate their wedding, they had divided boys and girls, and they, like I said, the room changes. Well, this whole ship basically, it's gigantic. I can't even describe the size. Changes. So after they went through their marriage stuff, everything changes into different world-looking things. There's a scavenger hunt. So they divided men and women, and they were on teams, 2 teams. So, and there were at least a few hundred of us. And so we had to find these items basically. And there were androids walking around that looked like other guests, but if you talk to them, sometimes they would like glitch out, and you could tell like they'd have hair a little bit longer than mine. It was like gray, and they were always women, and they always had like gray eyes, and you could tell like sometimes like, but they would try to like trick you almost in a way, as if you're close to like finding something. But whoever found the most of these items, which they were always random and weird, just space-looking things, I don't even know how to describe them, they could even be alive. It just depended on the circumstances. There were a lot of different trials. If you go into a hallway, things might change into a whole trial-type deal. But, and so whoever found the most of them was the winner, and they get to live. So either all the men or all the women were going to get to live. And we're all trapped on this spaceship. The bride and groom are wealthy or whatever, and they're away from everybody. I assume they own, like, either a planet or there's some type of government type people. And I don't know if it was an overpopulation type deal or we were all criminals. I have no idea. Sometimes I do, but like I said, at first I felt like I was supposed to be there, and then I slowly realized I wasn't. I think I get semi-lucid in my dreams, like when I start to realize things. Like I'll tell you about, I used to have a guy in my dreams, and he taught me how to lucid dream. It was really weird. I'll explain that later. I was like, I might have already explained that in a video. But anyway, so I felt like semi-lucid, but I don't know, it was hard to tell because it's been my first dream in a while. And I was on, they basically, it was girls and guys, but there were teams of people who went off with each other. And I got teamed up with only one other person. Some of the teams were 4 people, some were 2, some were only 1, and that can't even be considered a team, but it was just weird how they picked it, and they assigned me a person to be on my team, and I very much was wondering if this person, you know how some people, and I'm not trying to be rude, but some people, it's hard to tell if they're a girl or a boy. Like, it really is. I've seen a few in my life, and I don't know if they are aware of it. Some of them probably are. Some of them probably play into it. Who knows? I don't know. I don't care. But, so anyway, that's the type of person I was with. and I remember they had jeans on and they just had a shirt. So really, I had no way to tell. I was in some type of short dress like I usually am. But, sorry, I just spit all over the camera. That's gross. My bad. You're all infected now. But, so, I kept wondering, I was like, it has to be a girl, because I'm teamed up with them, right? But then, slowly, I come to realize, like, man, she seems to know things, like, you know, like she was always the one to like find the relic or whatever in the scavenger hunt at first, and if my screen is bouncing, it's because I'm waving my hands around and it's attached to my desk. But anyway, so they have short black hair, and I'm like, they have piercings, even a lot of piercings actually. And I was like, I really think I can't tell if this is a boy or girl. I was like, it has to be a girl, you know. And then they start knowing stuff. And we go on to go through a lot of weird shit. I mean, there was rooms where, like, columns of things turned into, like, alive, moving things that I saw people get smashed. I saw people get beheaded. I saw weird space animals be released from cages if you got the answer wrong, and they were, like, giant scorpion things. And it's just, I always have dreams like that, though. I don't know why, but I don't know. They're kind of fun in a fucked up way. But anyway, so we start finding, like, more than I realized we should. And I was like, so what is going on here? Like, it's coming to the end. You don't know how many other women, like, because I'm hoping all the other women are finding a bunch, like, just like we were, in a way. I mean, it seemed like it, compared to, like, when I seen people fail trials, they die, etc. And you can see boys running around, you can see girls running around. It's just, it was gigantic, crazy, changing rooms, like, to be a Mars-looking room. There was, like I said, the surface of a sun. It was just hard to do anything in that room. But so there was also invisible, like, stairs in a lot of places, and invisible obstacles, and which was so sketchy. Like, because invisible stairs, imagine going 100 feet up in the air on invisible stairs, like, and not knowing if the next step is there or not. It was just really weird. Sometimes they'd start moving, like, it's very testy version, weird Hunger Games shit, I don't know. But, so finally, the guy, I don't know, I mean, this sounds so freaking cliche, but it was a guy. I was right. And I guess he, like, kind of, like, fell in love with me, or, I don't know, had a crush on me or something. But, in my dreams, I normally look the same as I do in real life to myself. So I know it's me and whatnot. I know what I look like. I'm aware of what I'm wearing, etc. And so finally I was like, I knew, like, you were a guy, because they were doing weird stuff, and I was like, finally, what's going on, And so they're telling me that the boys, I still don't know where we all came from, and I can't tell you even right now, but he said that the boys' side had known about a lot of what was going on. The girls' side was completely unaware of anything that was about to happen, or even that this was going to happen, the scavenger hunt. The boys even knew how to get through some of the obstacles. They were well prepared, a lot more than the women were. And he vaguely looked like a girl. I mean, not vaguely, but it's hard to tell, like I said. And so he said that he had different hair and stuff, and he tried his best to look like a woman. And somehow, you think with their technology, they would know it's not a woman. But anyway, got into my side, and ended up becoming partners with me. And I don't know, he didn't, maybe because he looked like a woman. He got picked on, I don't know, who knows. But he was actually very attractive and dark-haired. I still remember, I can remember everything about him. But, like, thin, I still remember the jeans, I remember his piercings. they had weird like space piercings. I can't even begin to like piercings like in your like how you know how people have like corset piercings where they'll get like a piercing, and they can thread stuff through it. Like it's like he had weird piercings in places normal people don't, you know. So I don't know what purposes they served or whatever right now. I don't know if I'll remember that ever, but anyway, I remember like hugging him and feeling them, you know, like everywhere. I didn't have any. So, like I don't right now. Do I have piercings? No, I took mine out. I wanted to be all natural, even though I have tattoos, a couple. But I used to have my belly button pierced. I took it out. I felt like I looked better without it. I used to feel like I'd never take it out. I can still put in my piercing. I have this pierced. I pierced it myself in a fit of depression years ago, and to look like you know, like I was crying because you can only see the two dots or whatever coming out. Even though normally when you cry it comes out of this side, but whatever. So anyway, he had a lot of piercings, and he explained to me that he knew that on the boys' side knew, so he tried to get over on our side. And I was like, that's pretty fucked up. Like, I still don't know what's going on, you know? And as he was trying to explain some of the stuff to me and stuff, my alarm goes off. So I had to wake up to do something super early today because I wouldn't have a chance to do it otherwise. But man, like it was so amazing. Like I missed having dreams like this so much. Like holy shit. I really did. Like, I used to have dreams like this every night, and I used to wake up and tell them to my fiance and be like, and every morning he'd listen to my dreams on our drive to get him because he works at night. So every morning, and I'm sure he's realized that stopped recently. And I finally had one last night, probably because I had so much happen. And I'm so excited. I almost want to just go to sleep again so I can have more because they're so fun. I wish everybody could have dreams like this. Like I know they were horrifying at points, but then when I wake up and I mean our world's not boring, but not everyone has the money or the capacity to travel and go see amazing things all over this world. Now I have this thing here in my freaking eye, but not everyone has that. So, I mean, to a lot of us, we're trapped in the normal type of life, living in a home, working, the regular everyday stuff, you know, which I consider boring. And I don't talk to a lot of people because human beings are sketchy, like really sketchy, and I can't trust them at all. So, I mean, my dreams are kind of like a really cool escape. It's like if I could sleep half and half, I'm okay with it, you know? Like, I'm okay if they get messy. Really messy sometimes. And I don't want to go into too much detail on some of the bad stuff that happens in them, but I've had really bad dreams. Like, people pulling my eyeball out bad, like, strapped down at things, like, really bad stuff. And I've still woken up and been like, that was fun. It wasn't fun in the dreams. I know you can't feel pain in your dreams, but if you're like semi-lucid, I remember feeling horrible pain in some dreams. I remember in one dream, I had a dream where my fiance actually passed away, and I remember I was on the floor. I couldn't even the emotions that happens when something like that would happen. Like, I feel like I know now. I was on the floor just screaming as loud as I could, crying, couldn't even breathe. I was in a ball on the floor, like, pulling my hair out. And somebody that I know that passed away, actually, I was locked in a room, and I found that out. And in my dream. And somebody I know that passed away unlocked the door and came up to me and hugged me. And I touched them, and they were real. And it felt so real. And I was like, what are you doing here? And I messed up. I was like, what are you doing here? You know, you're dead. And it was, it, fuck, like it, I don't know, like if it was like some version of them or something, then, you know, what I believe in, I don't have really strict beliefs at all. They're very, there could be other dimensions. Our consciousness could just be energy that goes to a different dimension. I don't know if it could be heavenly, it could be hell-like, it could be anything. It could be one of a million places. It could be semi-split up, you know. But it felt like I was having such a bad dream that her energy or soul or whatever came and unlocked the door for me because I was in such pain emotionally. And then when she came in and I hugged her and, you know, held on to her and grasped onto her for dear life. And I was like, wait, what are you doing? You know, you're dead. I was like, she looked up at me when I was explaining it to her and just had this look of like, I don't know, like horror or fear or something. And she turned around, and all I saw, she hurried up, turned around. She looked like she was about to cry. She let go of me because I was still trying to hug onto her, and hurried up and walked through the door and turned the corner. And when I went to turn and look out the corner, because I had been locked in this room, so I was scared of what was out there in my dream still, which I don't really believe was a full dream anymore. But I turned the corner and she's just gone. And I was like, when I woke up, I realized how badly I had fucked that up. And I wish, even if it was fake, even if it was all in my head, I wish that I could have the time to go back and redo that one out of all of them. Out of any, I mean, I've had a couple, but not with her. And I just wish I could redo them. Redo that one. But anyway, sorry. This is supposed to be about fun dreams. But, yeah, so, I mean, that's enough. I've been talking for like a half an hour. I highly doubt any of you are even still here. But, I don't know. Thanks for listening. And, I will talk to you guys later. And, as usual, if no one told you this today, I love you. And don't forget to like and subscribe so I can talk to you some more. Okay? I'm gonna go now. But you see how my dream ended last night. And got too much into some other stuff. I actually have mascara on today. And it's not really that waterproof. So, whatever. I'm gonna go now. And I will talk to you guys later. And I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.